Bro, I am a biracial. That's why go to my Patreon page and donate to my account so I can keep this channel running. So you can go to my Patreon page. From there you can select several awards. I do giveaways there as well. And if you like the video, go to the Patreon or like the video, subscribe to the channel. I had another channel before, but I now have switched to this channel because that channel got took down. So today we're going to be talking about a very controversial rapper. After his latest album, everybody seems to hate, no pun intended, everybody seems to hate Logic's new album. Everybody. And I really don't see the reason why people hate that album. I know a lot of people actually don't like the fact that he's talking about something he is, but it is actually better than him talking about some drugs and popping Xanax and lean and all of the shit. At least he's talking about something he goes through, and he's talking about real life struggles that he faces. You don't know what are those struggles. I don't know what are those struggles. He's trying to explain those struggles. So I have no right to actually critique certain topics. I cannot critique the fact that he's biracial and does he have or does he faces any kind of um, struggles or not. In my opinion, Logic is top 5 rappers of this generation no matter what he does. His catalog is stronger than a lot of rappers. And I know this is going to be very controversial and a lot of people are going to hate me for this, but Logic, if you look at his catalog, is better. His catalog is better than J. Cole's catalog. Like if you compare his mixtapes to J. Cole's solo projects, they are better. Even Logic's solo projects are very good. Under Pressure was a great album. The Incredible True Story was a very great album. I think I'm saying the name right. And his latest album, I like his latest album, his production style. I don't necessarily like the skits and the narrative he's trying to paint because, in my opinion, it is very disconnected. Like he's talking about a different topic on the song, and the skits are leading to another concept. So I'm not sure about that, but the album actually sold 250,000 in its first week, but it had a historical drop in the second week. It sold 250,000 in the first week, and in the second week it dropped to like 7,000, 6,000. I'm not sure. So it sold like nothing in the second week, which was very, very disappointing because no matter what, I was very happy about Logic getting his first mainstream big album. Logic has been grinding from the last 7-8 years in the rap game, and he finally got his hit song and hit album. But people still love to hate Logic. I don't know why. I seriously don't know why. Like right now, nobody is literally talking about Revival, one of the wackest projects of last year, or this year, or wherever. Eminem is a god MC and he released a trash ass project. But I'm also the person who says that after a certain amount of albums, you cannot critique an artist. Same goes for Eminem. He has delivered, he has cemented himself. So that's why I didn't even mention the album in any of my videos. But here I'm just drawing a comparison. Nobody's talking about Revival being whack, but people dragged Logic for months and months for releasing a project that they didn't like. His rapping ability is very good. He's very, very diverse. He can talk about so much topics without getting bored or making the listener bored. I can't say the same for J. Cole. Now don't get me wrong, J. Cole is one of the best rappers of this generation as well, but he's not that ultra lyrical miracle kind of guy. He has some very good songs. 2014 Forest Hill Drive was a very good album, but again, he doesn't talk about a lot of subject matters. Some of his subject matters are the same, and J. Cole doesn't understand the fact that he is now considered as one of the best rappers by so many people. That's why he can do certain things. If Logic comes out tomorrow and talks about lean, drugs, and he fucked this bitch and he fucked that bitch, he will lose all of his credibility. Even if he makes one song about that, I'm dead ass serious. Like, if he makes even one song talking about these topics, he will lose all of his credibility, because he's at a point in his career where he cannot do certain things. He has cemented himself as this generation's best rapper, one of the best rapper. So much like Kendrick Lamar cannot come out tomorrow and talk about popping lean and Xanax and all of that stuff. And while we're talking about Kendrick Lamar, he has done a lot of questionable features last year, where Kendrick Lamar and TDE are the same people who said that we will never ever talk about how much money we have. But he was featured on a very hit song last year with Rich the Kid, New Freezer. He was clearly talking about how he has so much money and this and that. I have no problem with it, but it was hypocritical. Like, he once said something that is totally opposite of something he is doing right now. Anyways, Logic is a top 5 act rapper of this generation, and he has a lot of albums to prove that fact. He never fell off. He showed growth, album, mixtape after mixtape after mixtape. He showed a lot of growth. You cannot underestimate that man. So please, give these artists some time and give them a little benefit of doubt, because Logic has never delivered a whack project. Everybody was not whack. It depends on you if you like the content or not. It was not whack. Let's say even if it was whack, at least give an artist one whack album, because he doesn't have one whack mixtape or one whack album. But as for Eminem, for example, he has several whack albums. Like, he has at least two whack albums in his discography, 2 or 3 whack albums, but he is a lyrical god. No one can out rap Eminem, but his body of work sometimes goes against the sentiment. But as for Logic, he was never a singles guy, he was always an album guy, and he has always delivered on his projects. So I'm very excited for his next album, and sadly it is going to be his last album, which is unfortunate, because he just broke to the mainstream, and a lot of people have set their eyes on Logic now. And I hope the last project becomes one of his, or if not his biggest project to date. And I wish the best for Logic. And again, in the description there will be a Patreon link. You can go there and ask for me to do certain videos. Any video you ask me to do, I will do the video immediately. So again, thank you for watching and have a great day.